when the man casually snapped my family's ancestral iron fan in half. He looked at me like I was the one being unreasonable. He even claimed it was already broken. Then added, "Anyway, when you're free, let's go buy candy." I was so furious I nearly spat blood on the spot. That fan had been passed down for generations. How could he treat it like a cheap toy? Humiliated and enraged, I lashed out and hit him with a sneak attack, but the next second, his stomach grumbled and a single fart blasted me straight into critical condition. When he came running over in a panic, he didn't even realize how I got hurt. And then my soul literally flew out of my body. He thought I was faking an injury to scam him, so he casually slapped me. But that slap somehow knocked my soul back into my body, and even boosted my cultivation. It was only then I realized this clueless man had already reached the legendary Earth Immortal stage. His casual punch could shatter mountains, yet he had no idea. Turns out, his parents had sealed his powers since childhood, leading him to believe he was a talentless nobody. But I saw everything. I originally came here to break off my sister's engagement with him. But after witnessing his insane power, I changed my mind immediately. Just then, my sister showed up, completely unaware of what had happened. She walked straight into the house and asked his parents for a divorce. Surprisingly, they agreed without hesitation. Panicking, I tried to persuade her. "He's 1,000 times better than that warlord you're promised to." But she scoffed. "Then why don't you marry him?" Without hesitation, I said I would. But at that moment, his mother's expression turned cold. She said I'd already been promised to the warlord. If I married her son, his family would come for our heads. That warlord held command over 800 Eurozone troops, and his family controlled both business and politics. Hearing this, the man's legs turned to jelly. He grabbed my hand and ran inside to pack. But when he opened his closet, he pulled out a shovel, not just any shovel, but the legendary Pengu sky-splitting shovel. I instantly had a plan. With that weapon, we could join forces with the Old Master and defeat the warlord. We packed up and rushed to the Old Master's residence. But just as we arrived, we learned he'd been dead for 7 days and nights. Worse still, before we could leave, the warlord showed up to pay his respects. When he heard the man had stolen his fiancée, he flew into a rage. He attacked with his ultimate move, but the man casually blocked it and reversed the attack with ease, slamming the warlord to the ground. As they fought, a young lady in mourning clothes floated down from the rooftop. Outraged that someone dared fight at her grandfather's funeral, she ordered her guards to surround us, just as they prepared to attack. I quickly explained we came to resurrect the Old Master. She didn't believe me, but figured it was worth a try. So she promised if we succeeded, she'd give us half the family fortune. She led us to the altar. The man was confident after all. He'd slapped me back to life, but the moment he saw the Old Master's rotting corpse, his confidence vanished. He tried to sneak away, but I shoved him in front of the coffin and ordered him to do the slap of life again. He nervously slapped the old man over 70 times. Still no reaction. The young lady finally lost her patience. She ordered her guards to execute us according to clan law. Just as the blade was about to fall, the Old Master's eyes burst open with golden light, and he rose into the air.